On the surface, the Project SMP is a place of friendship, a world built on trust, teamwork, and shared adventures. But beneath the laughter lies a secret. An organization hidden from the eyes of the unsuspecting pulls the strings from behind the shadows. Coming together under the Project Shadow Collective, a specific group of players began controlling the server's presidency to influencing the smallest decision made by a player. They are your friends, your allies, but also something more. Masters of secrecy, their intentions remain unclear. Under the veil of shadows, one thing is certain. Nothing happens in this SMP without the collective knowing. Welcome to the Project SMP Shadow Collective.
If I wanted to join basically a legal organization.
It's him. I go.
After I founded the Shadow Collective, the first thing I wanted to do was invite more people, and there were 3 main people I intended on adding. But before I could do that, I would first have to make the Shadow Collective headquarters, and I decided what better a place to choose than directly under spawn. Okay, so I think this is the right size and location for the headquarters. Now we just gotta go and build it. Okay, so this isn't much, but this can just be a small little spawn outpost for the collective. With the spawn outpost finished, I was finally able to ask the first person on my list if they wanted to join. This player was named Like95, and he is the richest person on the server, and I mean really rich. If he joined the collective, it could provide a massive boost to its wealth. So with that in mind, I joined a VC with him and hoped for the best. Yo, what's up?
1 second, I think I might actually need my mic for this. What did you say?
Okay. So you are like the richest player on the server, right?
I think so.
I don't really know what I'm saying right now. Please follow me.
Okay.
As I guided like deeper into the heart of spawn and towards the spawn outpost I had built, I couldn't shake the feeling that I was taking a huge risk. If he rejected the offer, the entire Shadow Collective could be exposed to the server. Worse yet, he could block new players from joining or sabotage any chance we had of building wealth. These thoughts swirled in my mind like a storm, but there was no turning back. All I could do was lead him to the outpost and hope that everything unfolded as planned. So this here is the spawn outpost for a little organization I made called the Project Shadow Collective. This collective basically rules the server in secret. We know about everything that has happened and will happen, and we control the server from the shadows. What I wanted to ask you was, do you want to join?
If I wanted to join basically a legal organization just for destruction, I hope.
Yes, it probably will have destruction.
Of course I do.
I didn't stop it just like, however. Next, I invited Rocket Plays 6. His building skills are on another level, and he would be the heart and soul of the collective. Then came Magma Blade, the fearless fighter. He brought the strength and strategy the collective needed. Finally, Joygle Play joined us. His creativity is unmatched, and we could always rely on him. With us 5 members, the collective was complete. I could now set my sights on continuing the Shadow Collective's plans. You may have already heard me talk about Phase 1, which was begin the collective and invite all its members. Phase 2 commences immediately after Phase 1 ends, and Phase 2 is about announcing the collective to the server and avoiding any investigations that might commence. So, as the final step in Phase 1, I invited all the Shadow Collective members to a meeting on the server. This was where Phase 2 would begin. The main topic of this meeting is the Shadow Collective more becoming known to the public. I want the collective to be more known that it exists, but not who's in it. That sort of thing.
Yeah, the signs are not doing a great job.
They just got destroyed or cleared. So, I was thinking there's a few things we can do. And the first thing, this. So,
name tag, nice.
So,
the beauty.
You know the Wither Rose farm in the end, right?
Yes.
Whenever you're in the end, the boss bar appears, so you could say something weird there and no one's going to kill the Wither, but that's more of like a thing we can do at first to kind of ease people in. But I think that's a pretty good idea to get more attention. The main thing to get it going though is what I'm calling Apex. And Apex will be an alt account that we add to the server, and in some way or another it announces a collective exists. I don't really know how we're going to do that. I didn't think of the details fully yet. But yeah, and I'm thinking to invite them to the server, it would look a bit suspicious if you see in chat Phalanax added Apex to the server. So I was thinking we could DM Keycrane and say like the IP and do like a screenshot of like a sign saying Apex is on project, so he knows Apex is a real member. And then Keycrane adds him to the server. Final thing I wanted to say is talk about this. This is called the Shadow Crown because it basically holds the power of the Shadow Collective inside it. The crown is what controls everything, so without the crown, the collective will go, or someone could change the collective if they had the crown. Well, I appreciate all of you coming to this meeting. Our domination of the server has now officially begun. With the meeting concluded and all the members caught up on what we're about to do, it was time. Time for Phase 2 to officially begin. The Shadow Collective had gone public, and chaos followed. Almost immediately, a resistance formed. A player by the name of Zvek the Kid 1 launched a full-scale investigation, branding himself as the lead detective in a mission to expose the identity of Apex, the mysterious mastermind behind the Shadow Collective. At first, things looked bad for us. Lyke and Rocket managed to infiltrate the rebellion as trusted members, but for me, it wasn't that simple. If I wanted in, I had to sign a contract, one that came with a catch. If I was secretly a member of the Shadow Collective and signed the contract, I'd face a permanent ban. I refused, and just like that, I was marked public enemy number 1. The next day, Lyke went to extreme lengths to avoid suspicion. He griefed his own base just to sell the illusion that he wasn't a traitor. Meanwhile, I worked my way back into the rebellion. Not as a trusted member, but at least as someone they could tolerate, and that was enough. Then I made my move. I wrote Zvek a letter. It was filled with warnings for the rebellion, words meant to shake their confidence. It wasn't just a message, it was a calculated move. I made sure the letter landed right at their HQ, exactly as intended. A place that neither Apex nor I were supposed to know existed. That single act sent Zvek spiraling. He created a splinter group, a faction within the rebellion known as the Trusted Rebellion. Only a few elite members made the cut. Zvek, Lyke, Jeffrey, and somehow, me. They believed they had found a safe haven, a place they called New Spawn, free from the rule of the Shadow Collective. They thought they were safe. They thought they had outplayed us. They had no idea. Inside the so-called Trusted Rebellion, there were just as many Shadow Collective members as there were real rebels. The rebellion wasn't just compromised, it was already ours. But then, things took an unexpected turn. A former rebellion member, Mr. Duo, went rogue. He formed his own faction against the Shadow Collective, but that wasn't the worst part. He also uncovered the truth. He told everyone that I was Apex. How? He connected our time zones, knowing that Apex and I were never online at the same time. The evidence was too strong, Zvek had no choice. He kicked me out of the Trusted Rebellion. To anyone else, this would have been a disaster. The end of our infiltration, the fall of our deception. But for me, it was exactly what I wanted. I'd spent so long hiding, playing it safe, carefully avoiding exposure. But now I was free. No more holding back, no more secrecy. It was time for the final act. I arranged a meeting with Zvek, Duo, and anyone else brave enough to show up. But this wouldn't be just any meeting. This meeting would decide everything. The rebellion, the Shadow Collective, all of it was about to reach its breaking point. Phase 3, Doomsday, had officially begun. February 15th, 2025. This was the day of the meeting. Today, I would officially reveal myself as Apex. The Shadow Wars would soon be over. Everybody, one by one, slowly flew over to the meeting location. I thought I was prepared, but I was not ready for what was about to transpire here.
Okay,
Wait.
I'm leaving.
Wait, does it have a hole?
I'm gonna head over to the coordinates.
A rebellion member, Q-Knives, had set up a TNT trap for Apex in the hopes of killing him. The trap probably would have worked, except this happened. This was bad. One of the main players I wanted at the meeting, Mr. Duo, had died and lost all his stuff, and now was refusing to come back to the meeting location. I knew everyone would start leaving quickly after this. So, I made a decision. I went up to the top of the stage and splashed invis.
What happened to chance? Does anyone have a spare?
It's him.
Electro?
It's him.
Whoa.
Alright, go.
This was not good. They had jumped me earlier than I expected, which meant that the Apex armor set was taking up vital slots in my inventory that was supposed to be used for armor repairing materials. I'd started this fight on the back foot. Now it was time to turn a disaster into a victory.
He's using the mace. Wait, so do we know who it is? Oh, behind you. Oh, he's trying to do the.
Just hold shield. What's like actually hot up?
No, he put on the helmet.
Why are you posting out? Apex doesn't even exist.
Oh, whoever has webs, sharing is caring.
I have like a 2 shoulders, but I'm not gonna do that.
No.
Who's he popping? No! Oh no.
No,
Don't let him steal the loot.
No, don't worry, Kina. They got your like 50.
I was winning for most of the fight, but I had run out of resources and my armor was about to break. My only hope now was to run to spawn, where I could find an ender chest to resupply my armor.
Okay, my voice chat is in the way.
I think we do, but like, do we seem in a situation that we can check general right now?
What happens next, I can only describe to you as the outcome of a series of unfortunate events. The trap at the start, them jumping me prematurely, then breaking my backup ender chest. All of it caused this to be the result. The fight was over, and I had lost. I stared numbly at my screen after I died. I'd lost everything. 3 stacks of notch apples, my mace, and all my gear. On top of all that though, I'd received my first death to a player on the server. Phase 3 wasn't called Doomsday just for the fight, however. It is called Doomsday for what is about to happen next. I went to spawn and flew in the nether, making a beeline for the Rebellion headquarters. As I arrived, all the leading members of the Rebellion were celebrating their victory, oblivious to what was about to happen next. The headquarters were left as an exploded ruin, a reminder to everyone on the server that a war causes endless destruction. I had barely made it out, almost getting killed by the withers and digging underground as Vec arrived. With the destruction of the headquarters, the rebellion dissolved. I returned to my base feeling empty. We had succeeded in destroying the rebellion, but in the process we had lost the Shadow Collective. What I have learned from these past few months is that in war, there are no true winners, only those who can survive to tell the tale. Since you're watching this video, in a way, I guess the Shadow Wars were a success. Real quick, thank you so much for watching to the end. This video took months to make and it is also the first video I've uploaded on this channel. If you want to say you were here from the start, click the subscribe button. You can also join the Project SMP public Discord server in the description, where you might have a chance to join. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.